passing outer planet Zeon.
We want the inner one, Echos. Plot a standard orbit, Mr. Chekhov, and take us in.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant Uhura, try to raise John Gill on Starfleet Communications.
Aye, aye, sir.
I got sandbags. No braces. Go.
Never met John Gill, but I studied Earth history from the text he prepared.
I knew him very well. He was my instructor at the Academy.
You know, I think ever since you've come into office, things are really looking up. You know, gas is up, rent is up, food is up, everything. No, it really has been.
What impressed me most was his treatment of Earth history as causes and motivations rather than dates and events.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people. They refuse to accept the results of a free election. And they're working right now, as I speak, in state after state, to give power to decide elections in America to partisans and cronies, empowering election deniers to undermine democracy itself. They promote authoritarian leaders, and they fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country.
How about that?
You elected the highest ranking black Indian with Indian background woman in American history to be vice president.
There is one behind me who...
But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Isn't she amazing? Ooh.
President Biden, do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America then?
No.
Do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I opposed.
Well, there was a failure of states to integrate public schools in America. I was part of the second class to integrate Berkeley, California public schools almost 2 decades after Brown v. Board of Education.
Because your city council made that decision. It was a local decision.
So that's where the federal government must step in. That's why we have the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. That's why we need to pass the Equality Act. That's why we need to pass the ERA, because there are moments in history where states fail to preserve the civil rights of all people.
Hi. Sorry to keep you.
That's all right. You ready to go to work?
How about that?
Oh my God. I'm so ready to go to work.
And I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence.
The work that we are doing to, again, deal with disparities also includes acknowledging that for so many people, in indigenous people who don't have access to high-speed internet, to what we need to do for Indian country to support the installation of high-speed internet. So these are some of the examples of the partnership. And I do believe it's just important to be present, to acknowledge the importance of the relationship.
Well, I think culture is a reflection of our moment and our time, right? And present culture is the way we express how we're feeling about the moment. And
And we should always find times to express how we feel about the moment that is a reflection of joy, because, you know, it comes in the morning.
Orbit computed and locked in, sir.
Execute.
Captain, no response from John Gill on any channel.
Must be dead.
I call on you to commit to concrete actions to stop the destruction of this magnificent planet. This conference is one of the most important meetings in history. You have the chance to make decisions and reach agreements which will affect the lives of generations to come.
Spacecraft approaching from inner planet.
Echoes?
Yes. Reaction-powered, small rocket. It is on an intercept course. I mean, it has sophisticated detection devices, which neither Zeon nor Akos should have.
Have you raised anyone, Lieutenant?
Nothing, sir.
Captain, it is an unmanned probe which seems to be carrying a warhead.
Stand by phasers.
Phasers ready.
Range, Mr. Checo?
2,000 kilometers. Closing fast.
Fire!
Fascinating.
It's generations ahead of where these people should be technically. How do they manage that?
Maybe they had help.